Well then, let's get wild! So, that's what I would like to say going into this, because straight up, on the very first instance of trying out Immortal Wukong into this team, I had next to no fucking confidence in him. Hence why Magic Scholar Doris is there for the sake of baiting and getting a little bit of a heal off from the extra red attacks, or the dark attacks that I'm going to be going into her, and just straight up Elvira there to make sure that if I run out of time, I don't get utterly fucked by Abyssal Yufine's fucking S3 bullshit shenanigans. So, that's the all-in-all general idea. And then right here, oh fuck, I got crit, but I only took like 4k damage. Well, fuck-a-roo. Okay, we fucking going in, boys. What's our damage? Okay, 19k. 19k is pretty fucking good, because whenever you start off with Immortal Wukong, you get your S3, you have attack buff. So, Jenua almost always doesn't have attack buff on starting turn unless someone is giving it to him. So yeah, sure, he had Enrage on him from the Sea Phantom Politis, but that's it. That's fucking it. And also, straight up, we were able to put Death Break onto the Abyssal Yufine. We were straight up getting a lot of good, like, you know, supplementary heals from Magic Scholar Doris with all those dark attacks that were going into her. And with that, straight up, we had almost no chance of losing to this. Actually, we had no chance of losing it. This was my first and actual attempt at using Immortal Wukong going into the Jenua defense. And motherfucker, I ain't even sweating. This shit feels good. This shit feels real good. Can't wait for the future. Let's see how crazy it'll get in the coming weeks. And now onto, like, you know, just another typical team. Now this is something that I've gone into before in the past, and honestly, I'm kind of overkilling it here. And when I say overkilling it, it's the Dragon Bride Senya. Dragon Bride Senya being there is actually what kind of puts this at risk of loss. And I'll explain why right here. One, we're going to get a big boost from the Moon Bunny. And so Moon Bunny boosts us up, and then I fucking totally forget, using S3 on Dragon Bride Senya, well, guess who just got pushed up to the top? Oh, it's fucking Martial Artist Ken. So I can't straight up just go in with S3 yet. Big reason why is because then I will kill Navy Captain Landy. If I kill Navy Captain Landy now, before the actual S3 from the Blood Moon Haste, that would have done significantly more damage and really put me at risk of being fucking killed. So, like, and now here comes the other plan that was, you know, in the that was all a part of my plan. Is, okay, Navy Captain Landy goes into Martial Artist Ken, then he just goes and kills her. Now we're going into a Conqueror Lilias and a Blood Moon Haste. Now here's the problem. This Conqueror Lilias has no crit on her, which, of course, you wouldn't expect her to crit, but, like, I'm getting hit 2 times on my Martial Artist Ken with non-fucking crit skills. And it's something I just straight up wasn't even fucking thinking about. And right there, oh wow, I'm actually kind of at risk of losing to Blood Moon Haste, a unit that I talk a lot of cash money shit on whenever it comes to fighting him in a defense format. And honestly, if I just didn't have Dragon Bride Senya there, if I just had fucking Moon Bunny there with, like, say, Silvertide Christie, I think we would have been fine. Because Silvertide Christie also protects the back row, she also provides attack buff, things of that nature, and then Blood Moon Haste would only go into Moon Bunny. Moon Bunny would have skill null, you know, shit like that. And then we would have really, really been in great shape, and it would have been fine. Because then we would have, you know, not been holding back any on Martial Artist Ken. Martial Artist Ken more than likely wouldn't have been hit multiple times because we probably would have killed the Conqueror Lilias too. I don't know. Just a lot of shit kind of went wrong here. But, like, hey, it works out just fine. Maybe, you know, that Dragon Bride Senya character really is fucking broken that everybody complains about. Hey, I ain't gonna fucking complain that because it's kind of true. But either way, now going into another team right here. So, hey, it's Ahmed, and then also a Kise, and then a Lone Crescent Bellona. Well, here's your problem. You have a non-attack skill starter who's going to be, you know, oh, I'm going to set everything up. Everything's going to have skill nulls, and I'm going to boost up everything just fine. Well, here's your problem. You're going into Celine. Celine is straight up going to get a big boost from the first attack. Then she's also going to attack with Blink. Blink also gives her CR boost, and bam, I just beat your fucking Kise on turn 1. And with that, this is where I get a little bit unlucky. I was hoping I was going to get a Death Break onto the lone Crescent Bellona. Doesn't happen. Okay, fine. Fuck it. Whatever. It's fine. Because right here, we're going to get one attack off on us. This is going to get rid of my skill nulls, but fortunately for me, that lone Crescent Bellona has only really gone once, has no attack buff, and, well, Waxen Crescent is only at ×2, so there's next to no fucking attack power behind you. I have a little bit of bulk behind my Boon Bunny. You ain't killing me. Now it's time for our DPS to go yet again. Here comes, Celine, and you're at next to no fucking HP, you're fucking dead. And now I happen to say, like, hey, fuck that greater, element disadvantage. Red just beats blue, right? And then with that, I'm just trying to bide time so that we can get to the next match, because nothing to really talk about, because lol, DPS going into a Soul Weaver. And now, into this fun... this is one of the matches that I was really looking forward to as well, because this is a Lilias, Ran, and Senya. Now, Lilias, Ran, Senya, I normally fight this shit with, like, Albedo, Elena, and then, like, any other unit. Usually, like, Silvertide Christie, or something along those lines. But here, we don't necessarily need it, so we're going to try out Wukong into this as well. Now, the big thing that we're going to do is, hey, Ran goes first. This is going to proc your Elena, also going to proc your Albedos, and then you're straight up going to go in, do damage, you know, all that kind of shit. So hopefully you should cut. Then whenever you cut, you'll use your S3 on Elena. This gives you immortality, or no, invincibility. And then here comes the Lilias. So a lot of attacks just went into us. And guess what? We've already been non-crit on our Wukong twice, so that means the Immortal 1 passive has already hit ×2. To those of you who do not know what that shit does, it gives you 20% attack and speed every time it fucking procs, and it procs up to 3 times. So guess what? Senya don't crit, so this is fucking times numero 3. So we have 3 stacks of fucking attack and speed. We're gonna be going zoom zoom and doing fucking damage. So... here's where the tests come in. So I have my S3 available, and I'm ready to just go into whoever. So here I was like, you know what? This is a really, really good test. We need to actually see what kind of damage we're going to be doing, because the S3 scales based on how much higher your attack is compared to your opponent's. We're going into a Gab Senya. So I'm thinking this isn't going to do too much. 17.6K into a fucking Senya. So... hey guys, Wukong might be a fucking problem, and we might be seeing this bastard on defense. Now, into one last round with Immortal Wukong. Right here is a team that I was initially not really thinking this was going to be a threat, because it's like, it's Eligos, so yeah, that's turn 1 Eligos, but then like everything else was like really, really slow. So like, I'm probably gear gapping this team, possibly, but like I see what he was trying to do. He was going to set up with like turn 1 Eligos, go in, death break something, target something, and then have your like Aramintha go in with some stuns, have your Briar Witch Iseria go in with some death breaks, basically do a shitload of damage. Now, fortunately for us, we have Elena. Elena's going to go in and get her stuff off. We're going to have our invincibility. We're straight up fine. But then here, I make a mistake because I have no fucking clue how Aramintha's AI works. Why in the fuck does she use S2 instead of her S3? Don't know, don't care, whatevs. So this gives me opportunity to go in with Wukong. Let's just go ahead and get him out of here. 19k, nice. No attack buff. Fuck you. So now all that's left is Aramintha. Now the reason why we were delaying on Aramintha is because I really kind of don't consider her a threat. The biggest thing that she's going to do is she's going to possibly stun on S3. She doesn't even have a 100% chance of doing it, but I have Dragon King Sharun here with me, so whenever this happens, I should be able to get to my top of my turn and then cleanse it off. However, Wukong has been hit so many times, he's fucking going zoom zoom. So then he takes his turn before my Dragon King Sharun even takes hers, so that we can properly cleanse off the stun. Okay, whatever, no big deal. But either way, that was basically it to this match. Like, hey, just survive the onslaught that's going to come at you, because this is basically cleave shit, and I just basically tank it like it's nothing, because Elena is really, really good at that. So, that's pretty much it, boys. Yeah, tank the Eligos, and then eventually kill them as they come around. But yeah, Wukong feels fucking strong. Real fucking strong. And now into the final one. This is a hell of a fucking callback right here. So Arbiter Vildred and Seaside Bellona in the same team, along with Arya. To which I was like, well, you could just go ahead and cleave this. You could go ahead and throw things like Solitary of the Snow at it, because fucking all of them use focus. But I was like, you know what? This could be like a crazy, crazy strong like Arbiter Vildred. It could be a fucking degen Arbiter Vildred. I at least respect those because Arbiter Vildred does a lot of damage. So like, hey, let's just do the thing that we usually do for whenever we see Arbiter Vildreds now is we'll just straight up tank that motherfucker and not care. So we have Mediator Kawerik here with us. He is only there as a means of cleansing. Roana is there because I'm going to be countered like an absolute motherfucker with like hits that go into everybody, which results in very, very big ass heals all day, every day. And Last Strider Crowd, because of all these counterattacks that are going into fucking everyone, hey, Mobile Bike Siegfried's gonna be off cooldown almost every fucking turn. Like, I believe this is our second one, and I believe it's his second turn. So, yeah. And now, hey, this brings back Arbiter Vildred and procs all these counterattacks into us. Holy fucking shit. And then here comes another AoE attack. Hey, more Mobile Bike Siegfried. It's just like, yeah, this team is tailor-made to just say fuck you to this team. Even though it's utilizing things like focus shenanigans, and you can do things like throw Sea Phantom Politis at this, you can outspeed it, and then just utterly fucking wreck it. But you know what? I like to go with good old tried and true. And that is just straight up tanking it. It feels good every now and then whenever you do that, instead of just like cleaving shit like a monkey though, right? But either way, we've been hit numerous times. We have Mobile Bike Siegfried yet again, so let's hop on board and go. And they all fucking did.
I'm the one who shows up when they call for backup.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is the Guild War. So, Immortal Wukong, is he worth it? 100 fucking percent yes he is. Now, two reasons. Two very, very fucking big, important, good reasons why he's worth it. One, he is not a limited unit. So, you can straight up grab him almost any time. His banner's currently up. I highly recommend it. He's 100% fucking worth it. The big reasons why are he is an absolute fucking monster MVP in Rift. Rift is back, ladies and gentlemen, and it is not fucking abysmal like the last Rift was. This one is a hell of a lot fucking easier, and that is a good thing. The reason why it is a good thing is because Rift is used for the sake of getting gear and gearing up your units. It is not a fucking dick measuring contest. It is not like RTA. You use Rift for the sake of getting gear so that you can have your dick measuring contest, which is RTA. So I think this is just a straight up W move from Smilegate to make Rift a hell of a lot easier because it is significantly better than hunts. So one thing I would say that they probably need to they might need to do is they might need to give us a hunt 14 or hunt 15, because hunts ain't shit compared to Rift. You get so much goddamn gear in Rift. It is not even comparable. Like, and you can pick your sets. So like, yeah, Rift is 100% worth it. Like, and the reason why I'm like glowing about Rift right now is straight up, I've been doing Rift for maybe 3 days. I'm already RC21. Already. And I was one-tapping it easily at 15. Some people are one-tapping it at 8. But like, yeah, and then the other reason is Wukong's actually fucking good in PvP. I actually think he might be a fucking menace, and he doesn't have a lot of count. Like, I think he does have counters. I have to actually see him on defense to really try him, but Martial Artist Ken should kill him, Arunka should kill him, Rimuru should kill him. We'll fucking see. It's just how it is. I just have to try it out. But hey, boys, if you like this content, go on ahead and leave a like. If you want to see more of my content, go on ahead and hit subscribe.